Hi, everybody. We're taking another look at the maze challenge today. We're going to look at the dynamic wall maze playground, which actually will give you a bunch of different mazes when you reset it. You can see every one of these mazes is different. And so our goal is to program the robot to be able to make it through any of the maze configurations. So what I've got over here is stuff I would just start any program with. I've got the drive velocity and the turn velocity turned up. I've got the pen activated, and I've got the color set to green just so we can trace the thing through. And we're going to do a forever loop. So what goes in the forever loop? We have to ask a question. But before I get into this, let me talk about the rules of the maze. I want to talk about this today, but hopefully what we've arrived at is rule number one. If a right turn is available, take the right turn. Rule number two, if you can't turn right, go back to where you were pointing and try to go straight. Rule number three, if you still can't, then turn left and see if you can go left. And then finally, rule four, if you can't go left still, then turn around. It's a 4-step process. Well, I mean, you go back the way you came is what I mean. So let's think about how we're going to put each of these steps in. So the first step was check to see if a right turn is available. So first what we do, we have to turn right so that our cameras are pointed in that direction. If the front eye is near an object, well, that means if it's within 50 of the wall, which it turns out you don't need to do anything special to get it that close. It'll just see it's already at the right distance. So if we do see the object, that is gonna set off rule number two. But before we go on, what happens if we don't? If we don't see the wall, that means it's available. The turn is available, and I want to go forward for one step, which is, in this case, 250 millimeters. Okay, but if we did see it, we have to set off rule number two, which is conditional. It goes in this loop. So what do? We have to turn left for 90 degrees, back to our starting point, and check, can I go forward? Well, if the answer is no, then it sets off the next rule. But if the answer is yes, then we don't, then the front eye won't see anything. Or if the wall isn't there, the front eye won't see anything. And so we'll go forward. It'll just finish all of these loops. But if there is something there, we set off the next step, which is to turn left again for 90 degrees and try to go left from our original position. And then we do one more check. If the front eye is near something, meaning there's still a wall there, then I'm gonna turn left one more time before I go forward. And I'm pretty sure that this is it. And this is a algorithm that's going to get us all the way through. Let's check it out. So this is running. And it will make it all the way to the end eventually. There's one problem, though. When we get there, we're going to fall off the edge. So my question to you is, how are we going to stop it from falling off the edge when it